So the stories that I heard about him were very inspiring. But the one story that I actually witnessed, which I related to Rabbi, I told his son the story. He was in New York for Tishrei, for Rosh Hashanah, and there was a Hasidic Farbrengen upstairs in 770. And the older Chassidim, his peers and his colleagues, were sitting around the table, and they were inspiring each other, singing intense Hasidic tunes and so on. And I was standing right behind him. He was sitting on the bench. I was standing right behind him to be able to hear what he said. And he was talking to the other Chassid on his left. And he was saying...
Who was that?
I don't remember. It was an Israeli Rov that I really didn't know, so I don't remember who it was. And he was saying that Hasidim would say that if you have a strong reaction to a physical experience, it severs your connection with God for that moment. So if you say, ow, to a physical pain, for that moment, you've lost your focus. As they were speaking, the other Chassidim around the table were singing. And sitting on his right was Reb Hendel Lieberman, the artist, who loved Hasidic songs. He was singing with all his heart, his eyes were closed, and he had this large soda bottle. This was when soda came in bottles, in glass. So he had this bottle, and he was pounding on the table with the bottle to the tune. Now, the pounding was disturbing the conversation. So that Fole, this man you're looking at, motioned with his hand to stop pounding. So he moved his hand on the table saying, like, stop pounding. And the bottle came down on his fingertips like a solid, intense. I heard the bottle meet the bone. He didn't utter a sound. He put his hand under the table and continued the conversation. You talk about people, people of spirit. When the spirit is that real that the body doesn't disturb you, this is bigger than life. And this is what you can become if you just put your focus where it's supposed to be, consistently, thoroughly, honestly. I told Rabbi the story, and he was speechless.